Do you realize just how big these really are? Well, let me tell you. When we first visited Glacier Bay, Alaska, we pulled up to the very popular Marjorie Glacier in our big old cruise ship. Now, they tell you that they're going to turn circles so that every side of the ship gets a great view. But we all know that old El Capitan and his crew just want to be able to claim that they spun Brodies in Glacier Bay in a cruise ship. So there we are, just casually spinning out, drifting, and stirring up the silt in front of this beautiful blue glacier. Suddenly, a big old piece of the glacier calves off and into the ocean, creating this huge wave. That's when we noticed a small tour boat very close to the glacier and in danger of the advancing wave. This was the chance for that small tour boat to show off their driving skills and turn and burn out of there to safety. But it just sat there and didn't do anything, and the wave never even reached the boat. That's when we realized just how far away the glacier really was. Our binoculars just happened to have an excellent rangefinder built in. It showed us that the little boat was over a half mile from us, and the glacier was more than a half mile beyond that. We then looked on Google and saw that the glacier was also 1 mile wide where it reached the water. It stands 250 feet above the waterline and stretches 100 feet below. That's more than a football field tall. It would absolutely dwarf our cruise ship if we pulled up next to it. The edges of the glacier are covered in rock that it has gouged out of the mountainside from its 21-mile journey from the top. Marjorie is so blue, the term glacial blue could have come from this glacier alone. Right next door is the massive Grand Pacific Glacier. It makes Marjorie Glacier look small. However, it's completely covered in rocks. Marjorie is one of the prettiest and most visibly active, but as big as it is, it's not one of the biggest. Grand Pacific has around 100 miles of glacial tributaries that have collected all of that rock over thousands of years. Some people near us were complaining about not going around the corner and looking at the Grand Pacific Glacier that we were promised we would see. I tried explaining to them that there was no going around the corner and that was the glacier and it was just covered in rock. I don't think they ever really understood. The Grand Pacific Glacier is an impressive 1.7 miles wide. Our biggest tip that we can give you is to bring binoculars. Everything is huge and much further away than you think. Binoculars will open up a whole new world to you. Besides the scenery, there is wildlife everywhere. They are in the water, in the air, along the shorelines, and in the mountains. But you aren't going to see most of them unless you have binoculars.